You show up in this world alone, without words, without thoughts, without ideas, just the fact of your existence. Everything that comes afterward, names, roles, relationships, comes later. But from the beginning, you are alone, and in death itself, no one can die for you. It's a path you will walk alone. But if birth and death are solitary events, why do we fear loneliness in life? Why do we need someone else's presence, validation, approval? Where does this fear of being alone with ourselves come from? Perhaps the point is that loneliness is a mirror, without distortion, without other people's words, no falsehoods. And when you look into that mirror, you see not who you want to be, you see who you really are, and maybe that's what scares you the most. We live in a world where loneliness is almost physically impossible. People are forever around us, in transportation, on the street, on the phone. Social media has created the illusion of constant presence, likes, posts, stories, as if someone is always there. But it's noise, not connection. Superficial conversations don't cure the inner emptiness. We've learned how to talk, but we've learned how to be heard. We have become masters of distraction, music in headphones, TV shows in the background, endless scrolling, just to avoid hearing ourselves. The illusion of connection warms but does not nourish. We surround ourselves with people to hide from the most important interlocutor, ourselves. And every time we are alone, we find ourselves back in the void, because no one but us can fill it. Silence isn't just the absence of sound. It's a space in which everything you normally hide is heard. In silence, it becomes distinctly clear. Anxiety, doubts, regrets. They didn't go anywhere. You just drown them out with clutter. We fear loneliness because with it comes silence. And with silence comes truth. No filters, no narrative, no excuses. What are you when no one is looking? What do you live when you don't have to prove anything to anyone? These questions don't resound in the crowd, but silence asks them loudly. And that's why we fear it. It's easier to be distracted than to realize. It's easier to talk than to listen. We fear that in that silence we will discover what we don't want to see: emptiness. But maybe it is only through fear that we can hear something real. Sometimes you're surrounded by people. Someone is joking, someone is talking about the weather, someone even asks how you're doing. But inside, it's empty. It's like you don't exist. The real loneliness is not that there's no one around. It's that you're among people, and you're still a stranger. When you speak, they don't hear you. When you're silent, no one notices. When you suffer, no one feels. This loneliness is scarier than an empty room, because it's deceptive. It's as if you're with someone, but you're really deep inside yourself, with no way out. It's the loneliness of companionship. In a family, in a crowd. It's a reminder that intimacy is not about physical closeness. It's about understanding. And as long as you're not understood, you're alone, no matter what. And perhaps even more so than in complete isolation. Loneliness seems like weakness, but there is strength in it. When no one else is around, you no longer play a role. You're not proving, you're not competing, you're not following other people's expectations. In that moment, you can ask yourself, what do I want? Without the noise of the outside world, your own thoughts emerge. Yes, it hurts at first to face the emptiness. But if you don't run away, but stay in it, you begin to build from within. Great decisions come alone. Sincere feelings are born there too. We fear being alone, but that's where the chance to be real comes from. To be yourself, not for someone else, but just to be. That is freedom. You're alone. And that's not a judgment, it's a fact. People can walk beside you, can love you, can understand you, but no one will live your life for you. No one will make your decisions. No one will save you from yourself. At some point, you're alone with the silence inside. And if you learn not to be afraid of it, you'll be different, more whole, more alive. Paradoxically, it's only when you understand loneliness that you begin to truly appreciate the presence of another, not as a salvation, but as a gift. You're not looking to be rescued, you're willing to just be there. He who is not afraid of loneliness is truly free. And maybe for the first time, not alone. Now do it in dying colors.